Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Universally Speaking, where, as always, we will take you through all the talking points from both Raw and SmackDown, as well as get some of your reactions in Socially Speaking. We begin this week with the bombshell announcement on SmackDown Live from Paul Heyman that he, in fact, was a silent investor and co-founder of Elite Sports Management. The announcement came just days after it was revealed that Kevin Owens was in fact traded to the Blue Brand for ESM's own Apollo Crews in a move that shocked the entire WWE universe, but also explained the actions of Heyman, who severed ties with Brock Lesnar in sensational fashion at WrestleMania. Heyman revealed that he was part of the company from its very inception and purely used Brock Lesnar as the avenue to stardom for Apollo Crews. This move is sure to be one that changes the face of the WWE forever, and one that is still yet to fully play out. But one thing is for sure, with Eric Bischoff out of the picture for a number of weeks due to injuries sustained at the hands of Lesnar at WrestleMania, it would seem Heyman will be steering the ship of the elitists. Also on SmackDown Live, we saw an absolutely flabbergasting turn of events when Matt Hardy was thrown from the top of a production truck in the car park by Braun Strowman. Of course, as we saw at WrestleMania, Braun Strowman was cost the Intercontinental Championship by Matt Hardy when he came to the aid of his brother Jeff, who wasn't in attendance this week as he was in Australia doing a promotional tour for the upcoming pay-per-view after the next pay-per-view Backlash, Clash of Champions. Matt Hardy, we can reveal to you now, has suffered extensive internal injuries as well as spinal injuries, and the length of his absence is still undetermined. Many are speculating that due to Hardy's age and the extent of his injuries, he may have no choice but to call time on his stellar career. With Jeff Hardy still in Australia for another week this week, he will have to wait to attempt to get his hands on the monster amongst men, but one thing we do know is this situation is far from over. So just before we get started on Socially Speaking, we're going to have a look at the trade table where we can recap all of the movements to and from both brands. As you can see here, there has been a lot of movement, and all of these moves have been signed off and made official. And starting from the top, Kevin Owens has been traded to SmackDown Live for Apollo Crews, so a champion for champion trade. Dean Ambrose was traded to SmackDown for Chad Gable, the other half of Elite Sports Management. And of course, the free agent signings. Daniel Bryan joins Raw as a free agent, Tommaso Ciampa joins SmackDown Live as a free agent, and Killian Dane, the Beast of Belfast, joins Raw as a free agent as well. There will be more trades this week, unquestionably. We already have one confirmed, and we will find out who they are on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. So now we'll take a look at some of your reactions to arguably the most combustible moment of the week with Socially Speaking, and the return of Daniel Bryan on Monday Night Raw. Bryan returned after he was forced to retire due to injury many years ago, and didn't he make a splash, attacking Elite Sports Management's Chad Gable in a moment that shocked the world. And this is ridiculous! What?! You've got to be kidding me! No friggin' way! Daniel Bryan! Daniel Bryan! Daniel Bryan! Elite Sports Management broke up the party, but there's a movement! Daniel Bryan! Taking apart Chad Gable! Look out! I cannot believe what I'm seeing! Daniel Bryan! Daniel Bryan! Yes! Ty Overstreet said, I lost my shit when a certain American Dragon came out, and Colgang 12 said that Daniel Bryan is back. Hell yes. Plus Jack Finch simply chanting, Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan. And in a different take, and one that could turn out to be very true, from Crispy97 when they said, Daniel Bryan doesn't know what he's getting himself into, ESM now run Monday nights. So a strong reaction for the Yes Man's return, and it will be interesting to see where Daniel Bryan goes next, but it's hard to imagine Elite Sports Management letting that one go quickly. Make sure you leave your comments in the comments section and on Twitter. You can follow me at MurphsYT13 with all your reactions to the show and your chance to be featured on Socially Speaking. Over to Raw now and the arrival of Killian Dain to Monday nights. Seth Rollins was doing battle with Luke Harper when the Beast of Belfast arrived, and Dain laid out Luke Harper in quick order, but it is still unknown exactly why the Northern Irishman targeted Harper. But one thing is for sure, is Harper isn't exactly the most understanding person in the world, and it would seem that these two are on one hell of a collision course. Also on Raw, we saw yet another bone-chilling exchange between The Undertaker and Aleister Black. After their outstanding match at WrestleMania in which Black was the eventual victor, The Undertaker showed up yet again on Monday Night Raw. But this time, with a different purpose in mind. The Undertaker appeared, and instead of wanting to fight Aleister Black again, he sent the ultimate show of respect. The Undertaker striking his iconic pose in front of the sold-out Philadelphia crowd, and Aleister Black himself, signifying somewhat of a passing of the torch. Is this the beginning of an era of dominance for Aleister Black? Only time will tell. This coming week on Raw, ladies and gentlemen, we will see the return of AJ Styles to the ring after his show-stealing performance at WrestleMania against Finn Balor, and also we will see a Pete Dunne Television Championship Open Challenge. And on SmackDown, we will get all the fallout from a chaotic close to the show which saw Kevin Owens laid out by a devastating coup de grace, and Dean Ambrose showing up as the newest member of the Blue Brand. It promises to be one hell of a combustible week, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you have notifications on and subscribe so you don't miss a second. For MurphsYT13, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.